Welcome everybody to a 1-hour Yin and Yoga Nidra practice. I hope you're having a great day. If you'd like some music for tonight's class, you're welcome to follow me on Spotify, Tamara YVR. You can find plenty of playlists there that would be nice for this class. Also, if you want to practice this same class later, it will be on my YouTube channel, which is under my name, Tamara Maxim. So feel free to join there if you like. Tonight I will set an intention for this class through one of these beautiful cards, the Living Peace deck. Very simple but profound intentions that we can use for the practice. And as you're getting yourself set up, if you have some extra cushions or pillows or anything that you like to use in your for your practice, feel free to grab them and have them handy so you can get yourself comfortable. Maybe even a nice blanket for the end. Right. Our intention tonight is compassion. It's one of my favorite words. Compassion is not sympathy or pity. It is the intimate connection of relating heart to heart in order to deeply understand how another feels, and is the gateway to love, the compassion. So feeling that connection to one another. I think in this time where many of us are feeling very isolated, this yoga practice, especially the way that people have been sharing them, it's a beautiful way to spread compassion, to feel that connection to one another, meaningful connection. So bring that into your heart tonight as you practice. Relating heart to heart in order to deeply understand how another feels, and is the gateway to love. So hope you feel a little bit more compassion in your heart through this practice, and you can share with the people in your lives virtually or in person if you get that chance. So we have 1 hour together, so we'll get started right away in a supine butterfly pose. So you can lay down onto your back. Feel free to use a couple of blocks if you like, just on the outer edges of your knees, behind your thighs. Feet together, knees out wide. The closer you bring your feet toward your groin, the deeper you'll feel the stretch in the inner thighs. So maybe start with the heels pretty far away, and then if it feels okay, you can draw them in. Let your arms relax beside your body. Palms can be facing up. If you'd like, you can bring your arms into a cactus shape or a T shape if that feels okay for you. And more intense to lengthen the side body would be to bring the arms above you, and you can either let them extend back of the hands on the mat or wrap your hands, opposite hands, around your elbows. Wherever you decide to be, get yourself comfortable, position that you can hold for a few minutes. Close your eyes if you like. Find compassion for yourself. Find that connection to your own heart where you can really understand who you are and how you are in this moment, and give yourself a beautiful river of love. Let the energy from your heart flow all around your body, spreading love and light wherever it goes. Let yourself land here from your day, wherever you've been, whatever you've been doing. Be compassionate with yourself. Let go of anything that you need to. So this next 60 minutes is really for you, so you can feel that deep connection to yourself. And maybe you find a personal intention for yourself, something that is meaningful in this moment, at this time. And I strongly recommend a collective intention, something for the greater good. Might be your immediate community, could be your city where you live, your province or your state. I'm not sure where you are, but a wider and wider circle, so you can spread this love all around. And if you like, dedicate your practice tonight to someone or something, a cause, a place, a person that could use this compassion, this love and support that you're creating. And as you're here holding for time, you feel the opening in your inner thighs. Your root chakra, your sacral chakra, really are the foundation of our being. opening of the solar plexus, Manipura chakra, our personal power. The beautiful spiraling of energy here, opening and releasing. And start to connect with a deeper breath. With each inhale breath, feel the front line of your body expanding, becoming buoyant and open. As you exhale, allow the breath to deepen, allow yourself to surrender, sink into the earth below you. Continue here in this posture, feeling that sensation of being held, being supported. That's what compassion is really about. It's about holding and supporting one another. So be compassionate with yourself. Allow yourself to be held and supported. Start to find that deeper connection to your breath. Now, as you inhale, can you feel the breath traveling down the spine, through the nose, all the way down to your spine? And as you exhale, let it draw all the way back up. And you feel that long line of energy from your crown to your tailbone, from your tailbone to your crown, moving through the 7 chakras. Allow yourself to stay present in this moment by staying with each breath. Have compassion for each one of your breaths. Allow each one of your breaths to take you into a deeper sense of self, a deeper connection to you. Maybe you can recognize an experience where you have been lacking in compassion, and see if you can bring more compassion into yourself here, or whatever it is that might be. Maybe it might have been a time where you were short with somebody, where you weren't willing to understand their perspective, or maybe you weren't as patient as you could have been. And see if you can allow yourself to be compassionate now, as if you were right back in that experience. Because all of these experiences that we have when we maybe were not feeling compassionate, they get held in our body. It creates a little bit of tightness. So see if you can open there. For the last 5 or 6 breaths of this posture, supine butterfly, see if you can exhale out your mouth and let something go. Last few breaths here, exhale even more. Last couple of breaths. Last 2 breaths. Inhale. Sigh out your mouth. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly use your hands on your outer knees. Bring your knees in toward your chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze. Release your feet down to the floor. Bring one hand onto your heart, the other hand onto your abdomen. Stay here for a few breaths, connecting inward. Compassion for yourself with each breath. Let each breath be a little love note to yourself. I'm still here. I'm with you. Let's create one vibration of Om wherever you are. Spread that vibration of peace and harmony radiating from your heart center outward like a ripple in a pond. Let it go wherever you can imagine, to your dedication, through your intentions. Take a clearing breath to begin. Inhale through your nose. Big sigh out your mouth. Inhale for Om. And rock a little bit side to side. And then we'll rock all the way over to the right side for a supine twist. You're welcome to use, if you like, a cushion between your inner thighs or something bigger underneath your thighs. And start by curling up onto your right side. You can use your elbow like a little pillow. Stay right here. This might be enough for you tonight. Maybe you need that sense of curling inward. If you'd like to have a twist, you can start to cactus your left arm out to the left. And it might require a block or something underneath your shoulder or your hands. You can open both arms in a cactus shape. If it's available for you, if you have the space, you can make a T shape. Allow the left shoulder to surrender down. You can even bring the knees up a little higher and maybe gather in your knees with your right hand. And if it feels okay for your neck, turn your gaze away from your knees. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Nice sigh out your mouth. Exhale. Deep breath in through your nose. And a beautiful sigh out your mouth. And stay here. Focused on your breath. Focused on the twist. Let the space across your chest, across your hips, across your thighs, let it expand, let it soften. Really give yourself to this pose. Often in these more simple or gentle postures that we start to get into the mind and think about things and let the mind wander and get caught up in thoughts. See if you can bring yourself back. Have compassion when you do get caught up. Don't be hard on yourself. Remind yourself that you're bringing yourself back to the present. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, find yourself here in this moment. And this practice of yin is not about efforting, it's about staying present. Give yourself the gift of this moment. If it feels appropriate to make some sounds out the mouth, this is the time to do so. To not be afraid or embarrassed or shy, but know that you're giving yourself a gift by letting go and releasing. The most compassionate you can be is to let yourself go. And how often in your day right now do you take the time to find yourself in stillness and breath? It's so amazing that you've given yourself this time, so really appreciate it and really take advantage of it. Stay with yourself. Allow the deep opening that occurs here with just a couple of more deep breaths. See if you can allow yourself to go even deeper. 2 more full breaths. Inhale through your nose. Exhale fully. Inhale through your nose. And exhale fully. Bringing your gaze back through center. Press your hands down to the mat so you can tone your abdominals and support yourself to come back through center. Hug your knees into your chest again. And this time we'll take half happy baby. So bring the right hand to the outer right foot. You can keep your left knee bent and pull your right knee out toward the right, down toward the mat. As you press into your foot, at the same time, press into your hand. You can cactus your left arm if you like. You're also welcome to extend your left leg. Just for a few breaths here, a little transition in the middle. Maybe you can gaze to the left side. And slowly bring your gaze back through center. Hug your knees into your chest. Same thing other side. You'll wrap your hand around the outer edge of your left foot, left hand to left foot. Let your left knee come out to the left as you press your foot into your hand, hand into the foot. Keep your right knee bent, or you can extend your leg. Just about 5 rounds of breath. You don't have to make too much effort here. Maybe you gaze toward the right. 3 more deep breaths. Beautiful. Bringing your gaze back through center. Bring both knees into your chest. Give yourself that compassionate squeeze. And then roll completely over to your left side. Once you're on your left side, you can bring a pillow, if you like, between your thighs or underneath your left knee. Stay on your left side. If you like, a little pillow with your left arm, or cactus your right arm and your left arm, or T-shape to open yourself up to the twist. Now, as you're here in the twist, feel that stretch and lengthening over the hips, through the spine, through the chest and arms and shoulders. Take full deep breaths as much as you can as you inhale, really expanding through the spine. You feel it opening through the right side of your ribcage, through the belly. And as you exhale and draw the belly in and push the air out, you get a nice massage and release for the internal organs. Giving back to yourself in this loving way, healing yourself with all the tools that you already have available inside of yourself. If you find yourself again wandering, be compassionate, bring yourself back with that deep breath. Repeat your intentions if you like, if that helps you, or simply follow the breath to stay present. I don't know about you, but I find it much easier to be compassionate with others than myself. There's a bit of inauthenticity there. How can we be compassionate for others if we don't have self-compassion, self-love? So maybe find yourself thinking about a time when maybe you didn't give yourself the same compassion, the same love that you would extend toward another. And give yourself a rerun of that experience and give yourself the love that you deserve. The love that we all need. Maybe a time where you were impatient with yourself, where you were self-critical or judgmental. Take a moment to remind yourself how amazing you are. You deserve all of the love, all of the praise that you would give another. And for these next approximately 12 breaths, can you breathe a little deeper, expand a little more, and find yourself opening up just a little bit more each time you breathe. Approximately 8 more deep breaths. Maybe you find the last 5 or 6 breaths, you're sighing out your mouth to really encourage your parasympathetic system to kick in, to make sure, to ensure that you're in a state of deep rest, of deep relaxation, deep release. In order to have compassion, it's important to let go of any feelings of resentment, of jealousy, discontent. Let them go. Last 2 breaths. Last one, sigh out your mouth. Bring your hands back to the mat. Tone your abdominals, gaze come through center, knees come through center. And this time we'll hug the knees into the chest. And full happy baby. Take your knees wide, reach through, grab the outer edges of your feet with your hands, and pull your knees down to the side. Let the sacrum descend forward toward the top of your mat. You're welcome to stay in stillness, or maybe it feels good to rock side to side. And any other variations you have, just for a few breaths here of this transition. And find a bit of stillness and happy baby, so take a few breaths. Feel the knees coming out to the sides, feet pressing up as you pull them down. When you're ready, you can close your knees in together and let the legs and arms extend up. Roll out your ankles and wrist a few times, each direction. And then allow yourself to melt down to the mat, extending your arms and legs in both directions. Big breath in, and soften as you exhale. And from here, you're welcome to roll over onto your belly and stay with that orientation, or turn yourself around. So take your time, bend one knee, shift over to your side, and roll completely over to your belly. I'm just going to turn myself to the front of the mat. You can see the camera a little bit better, give you a better view. And from your belly, bring your palms underneath your forehead, forehead straight down. Bend your knees and windshield wiper your feet a few times. Encouraging your sacrum and your lower back to relax. And we'll move into half frog pose, so let the legs completely relax down. We'll start with the left leg. I'll just show you with my right so you can see it better. The left knee will come out to the left, the foot is flexed, the knee is in line with the hip, the heel is in line with the knee, so making a zigzag shape, foot is active. You're welcome to put your forehead down onto the pillow of your hands. Maybe you want to cactus your arms, and it might feel good to turn your head to one side, and you're welcome to use a little cushion here if that feels better for you. A more gentle twist here is to turn the gaze to the left side, but you might also want to turn to the right. So you decide what works best for you. I'll just switch now to the left knee. And one added little thing that you can do here is to give yourself a little twist. You can thread your right arm underneath your left arm, and this might require having a little pillow or a block underneath your right ear. You can extend your left arm forward and roll yourself a little bit more onto the outer right shoulder. You can stay here or maybe spiral that left arm behind you. Just hook your fingers underneath the right hip. So you add in a twist with your half frog. Wherever you decide to be here, see if you can get the sense of your hips relaxing down to the mat. Opening up in the sacral area. This is our center of creativity, of sexual energy, relationship to one another. There's a nice massage that occurs with the belly pressing into the mat as you inhale, and the spine softening as you exhale. So feel that release and that lengthening of the spine. I think one of the ideas about compassion is to be okay. It's okay to be experiencing whatever emotions you have, whatever sensations you have, whatever stage you're in. But there's no expectation, there's no judgment or criticism. It's this idea that we have in yoga of santosha, of acceptance and contentment as you are. And it changes from moment to moment. We're not always the same. If you can have that sense of compassion for yourself, acceptance and santosha in every moment, allows you to remain at peace. Take your last 12 deep breaths here. About 4 or 5 more deep breaths. Take this last couple of breaths to sigh out your mouth. We'll slowly transition, staying in half frog pose, into a sphinx pose. So slide your forearms about shoulder distance apart, elbows right underneath the shoulders. Palms are in line with your elbows. And lift your chest. And feel this little extra push down of the outer left hip. So the front of your pelvis is pressing into the mat. See if you can lift your chest a little higher. We're just here for 1 minute. Feels good. You can press into your palms, straighten your arms, lift your chest. This gets really a lot deeper quickly into the left hip. pressing the right thigh down, so nice stretch for the hip flexor on the right side. Just a few more deep breaths here. Still maintaining that half frog pose if you can. Adding in this variation of seal pose or sphinx pose if your forearms are down. Last couple of breaths. Last deep inhale. And as you exhale, surrender completely down. Make a little pillow with your hands. Let both legs extend behind you, forehead straight down. Deep, full breath in through your nose and a full sigh out your mouth. Exhale. One more like that. Deep breath in. And sigh out your mouth. Now we'll go to the other side. So the right knee will come out to the right. You'll flex your right foot. Your knee is directly in line with your right hip. Your right heel is underneath your right knee and your foot is active. You can make a pillow with your hands. You can turn your gaze to either side. To the right side will be more gentle. To the left side, a little bit more intense. Or if you want to add in the twist, you can thread your left arm this time underneath your right arm. Right arm can extend forward. You might want a little pillow for your head. Turning your gaze to the right. Or maybe you spiral your right arm back behind you and slightly hook the right fingertips outside the left hip. You can roll that top shoulder open more. So adding in a little bit more of a twist into this frog pose. Again, coming back to the breath wherever you are. Feel the hips descending down. You'll get a little bit more of an opening in the lower abdomen if you're in a twist, but if you're here in frog pose on your belly, then feel the hips evenly pressing down into the mat. Try to press the right knee down to get the right inner hip and inner thigh toward the mat. And feeling that connection into your root chakra, Muladhara chakra, Svadhisthana chakra, your pelvic area, your sacrum. Connection into your foundation, to relationship to each other, to others. And if you're adding in the twist, then you get that little bit of extra stretch into the heart and rooting and connecting in through your own foundation and then opening up the heart into love, to compassion. Remembering that this is a practice of surrender, not of efforting or trying hard or trying to get somewhere or do something. This is a practice really, truly of self-compassion. It has to begin with yourself. The act of taking time and patience. Slow, deep opening. Giving yourself the gift of time, the ultimate gift of self-love. And for these last 6 breaths or so, see if you can maybe find a little bit more release through a sigh out your mouth. And bring your arms into that sphinx shape, so like a number 11, shoulder distance apart. Elbows underneath your shoulders. palms in line with your elbows, lifting your heart, and see if you can press the inner right knee down a little bit. Get a little bit more action through the inner right thigh to release in the hip. You can feel the left thigh bone pressing down, and a stretch for the hip flexor. If you want to go a little bit further, press into your hands and start to lift up. The arms are straight, the chest is lifting. You can feel that rooting down of the left thigh. Adding in here the Sphinx or seal. It might be intense. If it is, you can come back just to the half frog. It's about 4 more deep breaths here. Remembering you can always add in any props or supports that you need. The last couple of breaths. Sigh out your mouth, last one. Relaxing all the way down. Let both your legs release so they're parallel, forehead down. Bend your knees, windshield wiper your feet side to side. And then let your knees come wide with your feet in the air. Bring your palms underneath your shoulders. Take an inhale breath as you gently push yourself up. And then hips back towards your heels, forehead down. Take 5 deep breaths here in Balasana, child pose. Let the hips pull back. Let the arms release, maybe bringing your arms beside your body, palms facing up. Take 5 full rounds of breath here in Balasana. Knees can be wide if you like. Last couple breaths. And on your next inhale, with your arms beside you, slowly roll yourself up. Come forward onto your hands and knees and take a few rounds of cat and cow, Chakravakasana, with your toes tucked. Your tailbone comes up, your tummy down, your chest up. Untuck the toes, round the spine, tent your fingertips, pull your hips to your heels, round the spine. A few more times like that, palms flat, tuck your toes, tailbone up, tummy down, chest up. And as you exhale, round the spine. One more round like that. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Coming back to tabletop, we'll slide the right knee forward. Left leg can go back for sleeping swan. Tuck your toes and slide your left knee as far back as you can. If this is too much for you, bring your left knee behind your right knee, so make a little zigzag shape. You're welcome to lean forward if you're in deer pose, or a little bit twist to the side, and you can use bolsters or pillows. If you're in sleeping swan, you can stay upright, you can support yourself, or start to lower down, maybe to forearms or a little pillow, or extend the arms. And here we'll stay for just a few minutes on each side before we move to our Yoga Nidra practice. So allow yourself to fully release here. If it feels good to roll more to your outer right hip, you can. You get more intensity for both hips if you keep your left thigh rolling down, so both hips square to the mat. Let your head relax here. So if you need to, use blocks or bolsters to support your head, or maybe 2 fists. If you're in deer pose and you're folding forward over your thighs, you can support yourself on your forearms. Again, stack 2 fists. It's nice to twist a little bit to the right, I find, in deer pose. Keeping that connection into the pelvic area, sacral chakra, that watery quality to exist here. So feel a smooth, fluid motion as maybe with your breath in, you can feel it's like a wave coming in, and as you exhale, a wave going out. And again, if you find yourself in these longer holds, getting distracted, thinking about other things, bring yourself back. It's instantaneous. With that one conscious deep breath in, you're right back here in this moment. And give yourself the compassion to not worry if that happened. Just come back. We're always changing and evolving through this practice. One day you might feel like you can be very present and on point and staying conscious each breath, and other days the mind is just scattered. So we all come into it from different places at different times, different energy levels. You really need to honor that. I think the true sign of compassion is when you're in maybe that downswing, when things aren't going well, can you still give yourself love? That's really the key, is to give yourself love in the darkest times, in the most difficult times. And the same with other people. Can you give love in the most difficult times? That's the hard work. And that's why we practice. Please give yourself 6 more deep breaths here, and I encourage you, make as much release for yourself as you can by sighing out the mouth or making some noise, whatever works for you. Might even be the Brahmari breath, that humming sound of the Om, for a few breaths. Those of you that practice with me, you know I love that breath. When I work with kids, we call it the bumblebee breath. Before this quarantine period, when I have the opportunity to do my regular job as a school teacher, which I'm still doing, but it looks different now, I get to teach yoga to kids, and in describing a warrior, what is the quality of a warrior, one of the young students said it's compassion, and having compassion for yourself and for others. I think it's definitely a sign of strength and endurance to be able to do that when times are difficult. So right now, the most difficult time that many of us have ever been in, how much more compassionate can we be? Turn the volume up on that. You'll see what a difference it can make. Last few breaths. Deep inhale through your nose. Full sigh out your mouth. A couple more like that. Breath in. And breath out. Breath in. And breath out. And if you're in deer pose, you'll push yourself up. If you're in sleeping swan pose, you can roll to your side and come through deer pose, and all of us will come onto our hands and knees again, and either stretch out your legs behind you one at a time, nice and slow, have compassion, or you can take a downward dog and pedal out your heels a few times each. And we'll do our last side in just a moment here. Get yourself a nice stretch, left leg and right leg. And then as you're ready, set yourself up with your left knee forward and either taking your right knee behind your left foot for deer pose and folding forward or to the side using any props that you like, or coming into sleeping swan, sliding that right leg as far back as you like, tucking the toes, get the skin of the knee as long as you can, lengthen your chest and then fold forward. Coming down in either of the postures the best you can, either staying on forearms, using maybe a prop here or two fists. And if you're going deeper into some other kind of variation, really we're going for a hip opener here. So you find a way that feels deep into the hips for you. And try to mirror what you did on the last side. In our hips is where we hold a lot of emotional tension, a lot of unresolved emotional tension. A little bit like a junk drawer for the body. We just kind of throw it all in there and then wonder why our hips are so tight. So this is the time, especially right now when we are harboring a lot, can you please let something go? And maybe it's really obvious. Maybe you know what it is that you need to let go of. Maybe it was an experience where you spoke harshly to someone, or you were spoken harshly to, a time when maybe you weren't compassionate to yourself or someone else. Maybe you don't know what it is, but you do feel like you're holding on and gripping there. So can you give yourself permission, and it's okay to feel whatever it is that you're feeling, and then let it go. Even if it only releases for a few minutes of this practice and comes back again, at least you have the practice of letting go. If we continuously hold and stack it and hold and stack it and pile it all in there, we don't learn the act of letting go. So that's what this practice is all about. It is simply the practice of letting go. Whatever yoga style you do, however much you breathe, whatever poses are offered, it's all about letting go, to free the body and the mind and become unified. Sounds simple, not so easy. For these last 8 breaths, use that power of the breath, that conduit of energy to release. Sigh, cry, laugh, yell. If you're alone, really, you could make any noise you want. Maybe don't scare your pets, but or your neighbors, if you have some close by. But you need to give yourself the permission. It really has to come from you. Last 5 breaths. Last deep inhale and a full exhale. Again, making your way out of the posture. If you're in deer pose, you can push yourself up and onto your hands and knees. If you're in sleeping swan, make your way up to either downward dog or hands and knees, and stretch out your legs behind you for a few breaths. When you're ready, come down onto your seat and make your way down onto your back and set yourself up in a very relaxed position. I'll demonstrate. with my super duper couch cushion, which I have grown to love for yin. Underneath the thighs if you have one. Maybe a little pillow behind your head. What is super deluxe, it seems so simple, but it feels so good, is to put blocks underneath the back of your hands. So you can keep your arms extended, back of your hands touching down onto blocks. It seems very simple, but it's very nice. Relaxing for the wrists, the forearms. Maybe a blanket covering you. So get yourself set up here, and I will guide you through Yoga Nidra. And this will take you right to the end of the class. Stay as long as you can. And if you happen to be practicing live with me, it's Friday night, it's May 1st. Just so happens that tomorrow is my 49th birthday. Hard to believe, can't believe it. Whew, 49. In honor of my birthday, I am sharing a live yoga class, as I usually do at 9:15 on Saturday morning, tomorrow morning, May 2nd, which will be Power Yoga. And I would love every single person that's watching now and everyone around the world to join in. And I ask you to donate if you can, and you'll see the link in my Instagram and also in my bio and also on Facebook for the event. We're donating to Backpack Buddies, who are feeding hungry children all around the Lower Mainland and Vancouver Island, who right now need food 7 days a week, not just on the weekends, because they're not in school to receive the breakfast program and lunch programs. So if you can, even if you don't want to practice, please donate. I would love for you to do so. Without even having started the event yet, I've raised close to $500. So I can't believe it. I feel totally blessed. I can't even think of a greater gift. So please, please join me. The class will be on YouTube right after. If you don't have a chance to practice with me then, you can still donate. So check out the links. You're donating right to the Backpack Buddies website, not to me directly. So I just want to leave you with that before we go into Yoga Nidra. Thank you. So set yourself up, get comfortable. Take a big breath in and drop the awareness right down into the base of your spine. Fully exhale there. Take another deep breath in and see if you can bring your awareness right up to the crown of your head. Sahasrara chakra. Exhale there. Take another breath in and see if you can fill up your back body and bring it all the way to the front. And as you exhale, bring it all the way to the back. And as you inhale this time, bring your breath side to side, east and west, if you like to think about it that way. And as you exhale, back to the middle of your being. So think of yourself breathing now, top to bottom, side to side, and front to back. Your whole body breathing all at once. And in this Yoga Nidra practice, we'll travel all the way through the body and try to relax each part of your body, place by place, step by step. Take a deep breath in through your nose and drop your awareness all the way down to your left big toe, all the way to that toe, right at the very tip of your toe. Relax your left big toe. Relax your second toe. Relax your third toe. Relax your fourth toe. And relax your fifth toe. All of the toes on your left foot relax. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Staying there on the left side of your body, right at your foot. Can you relax your heel? Can you relax the sole of your foot, the top of your foot, and your ankle? Take another deep breath in and a full breath out. Staying there on the left side of your body, all the way down at your foot. Can you relax your left lower leg? Can you relax your knee? Can you relax your upper leg? So the whole left leg, from your toes to your upper leg, and even to your left hip, completely relaxed. Then take another deep breath in, right to the crown of your head, all the way in. And as you exhale, drop that awareness all the way down the right side of your body, all the way to your right big toe. Relax your right big toe, your second toe, your third toe, your fourth toe, and your fifth toe. Relax all of your toes. Take a deep breath in And a full breath out. Keeping your awareness on your right foot. Can you relax your heel, the sole of your foot, the top of your foot, and your ankle? Relax your whole right foot. Staying on the right side of your body at your right foot. Can you relax your lower leg? Relax your knee. Relax your upper leg and your hip. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Relax your whole right leg from your toes to your hip, from your hips to your toes. Both of your legs and your feet completely relaxed. And feel that sense of heaviness, of surrender. Now take another deep breath in all the way up the spine to the crown of the head, and as you exhale, drop that awareness down the left side of your body to your left hand, all the way to your left thumb. Relax your left thumb, your second finger, your third finger, your fourth finger, your fifth finger. All of your fingers relaxed. Can you relax the palm of your hand, top of your hand, and even your wrist. Carry that awareness up your arm to relax your lower arm, your elbow, and your upper arm, and especially your left shoulder. Can you relax that left shoulder even more? Take a full breath in as you relax your entire left arm from your fingertips to your shoulder, and as you exhale, soften completely. Take another breath in all the way to the crown of your head. And as you exhale, drop that awareness all the way down to your right hand, all the way to your right thumb. Relax your right thumb, your second finger, your third finger, your fourth finger, your fifth finger. Relax all of the fingers of your right hand. Relax the palm of your hand. Relax the top of your hand. Relax your wrist completely. Relax your lower arm, your elbow, your upper arm, and your right shoulder, especially the shoulder. Take a full breath in, relaxing your entire right arm from your fingertips to your shoulder. As you breathe in now, feel both of your arms, both of your legs heavy with surrender, like you're made of sandbags, pulling you down into that feeling and sense of being held and supported by your mat. Take a breath in now as you bring the awareness up to the crown of your head. Exhale completely down to the bottom of your spine, from the top of your spine to the bottom of your spine. Completely relax. Can you relax your pelvic region, your abdomen, your chest, your throat, the front of your face? Take a big breath in. A full breath out. Breathe in again. Can you relax your lower back, your mid back, your upper back, your shoulders, the back of your neck, the back of your head, the whole back of your body completely relaxing. Full breath in and a full breath out. Relax all the muscles in your face. Relax your eyes and your sockets. Relax the tongue in your mouth. Completely relax your jaw. Take a full, complete breath in here. And relax your whole body all at once. Your mind, let your thoughts relax. Your breath, let your breath relax. Your body, let your whole body relax. Stay here as long as you like in this beautiful state of surrender, self-love and compassion. the beautiful rest of your evening. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.